Hello, everyone. On Friday night. Is anybody out there? Anybody out there? Hey, Carrie. I got one. I know, right? It's like Friday night. Everybody's crazy. And usually we come in. Hey, Liz. Usually we come in and we are lazy on Friday nights. This is why I do this on Friday nights, because we don't want a lot to do. We want to come in and just chill out, but we ended up having a kind of a busier Friday, and so I've been home just a few minutes, and I was like, because Carrie had texted and she said, are you going live? And I said, yeah, and I think I got like 3 seconds to prepare for it. I'm not prepared. Story of my life. That's okay. I am going to first start, as I always do, with priming my face. And I'm going to prime it with a setting spray. And this is the Seint setting spray. I got it in, and I'm really liking it so far. I was worried that it may not be so great with my oily skin, but it's fine. I like it. It does good. I'm going to spray it on my Perfector sponge. But you know what? I think I did a video, and I said there's a couple of ways. There are more than one way. If you wanted to spray this, I've seen people spray it in their hands and rub it on their face too. So however you want to put it on, it works. But I just put it on my sponge, on my Perfector sponge. And then I'm just going to go through. And this is just priming my face and getting it ready. I have already put my eyebrows on. So right now they kind of look a little crazy, but once I get the rest of my makeup on, they won't. And I use, because I have no eyebrows, I say this on every single video and probably always will, unless I get some, the microblade, which is what I want to do. But I use the Tattoo Studio. I think it's backwards. I need to fix my camera so it's not. And then I primed my eyelids with this undershadow primer. I get that. It's Sorbet, and it's kind of a cream, but it turns into a just a really even coverage, and it kind of turns into a powdery finish. So I like that because I don't set it, and I use that most of the time when I do. So I've just went through. I'll let that dry just for a second. I think tonight what we're going to do, the fun thing is, let me fix my pillow here so I can get Mama up here where she can see. She can see what's going on. I think I'm going to use these colors. Maybe. Look how fun. Look how fun. These right here. Look at these blues. I'm even kind of wearing a little bit of a light ice blue shirt too. This is the color Duke. And it's a shimmer. And this is the color Denim. Crazy. And this is the color Coal. Yeah, Coal. And this is the color Bird. And this is the color Sabrina. I may use Cupcake because it doesn't have any shimmer, but I may end up using this right here on my brow bone. But I'm going to use these. I know I am brave or crazy. Okay, but I'm going to start first. We're going to put the makeup on. I think what I will do is, I usually been applying with a brush. I don't know if I want to do the cheetah hack. And the hack is highlight and contour. If you ever hear the word hack, especially with the Seint terminology, that is to highlight and contour. I don't know if I want to use a brush and apply it, or if I want to just put it all over my face and it kind of dots it like a cheetah face. I don't like a cheetah. I look like a scary, angry bear. And I'm going in first right now again with some lip conditioner, just because my lips are dry. And these are all magnetic tans. This is my blushers. Lip and cheeks. You can put them on your lips and cheeks, and they will, sometimes if you want a long-lasting lip and cheek, I will typically use like a matte lipstick, liquid lipstick or something, and then I'll go over it with some of those colors. That's what I'm going to do tonight, is I think I'm just going to layer it, because I really like to layer it too. But if, I always start by conditioning my lips though, because they're always dry. You know what? Let's use this brush. I don't use this brush a lot. This is the Buff brush, and this is for full coverage. It's got a slanted end. It's very dense, kind of a domed slanted end. And then the other side is a little bit more slanted, and it's smaller. But they're compact, And this is for full coverage. And it's called the Buff Brush. So let's use that. We'll use that. And we'll do the cheetah method next week. We'll put that on the agenda next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my contour first, because that's usually what I do. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I want to do. After I find it, I have so many palettes here. This is my customized palette. These are an illuminator, a lip and cheek, my bronzer. I love the Buff too, but I don't use it. It used to be my favorite brush I went to all the time, and then I kind of swap around. I like them all. This is my contour up here. This is Astoria. This is my bronzer, Bella. And this is the color Amber. I've self-tanned the discolorations that I got. We'll fix those. And this is my highlights, Aura. I think I may swap these two out. But this is a customized palette. The tins are $14 each. Super affordable. And you can just get what you need. If you don't know what you need, that's what I'm here for. I can do that for you. You can just send me a message. There's 100 ways now to get in touch with people, but you know, on the Facebook or on Instagram, you can just shoot a private message or say, hey, I want a color match. Click the link. It tells you how to do a color match. The form is super simple. You just answer a couple of questions that I feel like are important. Kind of, how's your skin? Do you have, redness? Do you have melasma? Do you have sunspots? What trouble areas do you have that you want help with? And then you just send a makeup-free picture, standing in indirect sunlight where the sun's not beaming down on you. You don't have shadows on your face where I can truly see, what your skin tone is. And then I can give you your colors that would work for you. And it's super easy to use. Every time I do it, I'm amazed by it. It's amazing. This makeup, this brand, amazing. Everything about it is good. Everything they've got is good. But I'm going to go in first with the color Astoria, which is right here. And I'm going to use I think I'm going to use the smaller end. I'm tricking. I'm going to use a bigger end for it. And I'm just going to go in and draw right. I'm going to hug the very bottom of my cheekbone. And I'm doing more of a swiping for this, but most of the time I use a stippling motion. But for this, my cheekbones, I will usually swipe. And this is our contour color, and these are all like foundations. They don't really technically call them foundations, but they are. They all have pigment. That's mainly what it is pigment. It's a cream-based, and it's meant so that you don't have to layer it. You just put it on one layer, and then you blend it all together. It blends seamlessly, and then you don't have to, put a bunch of products in different places. Each little tin has got a place where it goes on your face. And if you don't want to do the contour, you don't have to do the contour. Your traditional foundations are flat. They will just go in, make your entire face, one color. But we don't have one-dimensional face. We have three. We have the shadows. You can look right now and see the shadows on my nose. You can see the shadows right here. Shadows that were before I kind of covered them up, but I'm going to enhance those shadows. So what it's meant to do is to enhance that natural beauty. I'm going to carve out my jawline so that I can reduce it from 5 chins to only 4. And then I'm going to go kind of with a pointed end right here. And I'm going to go right up under my lip. And yeah, I'm going to get this looked at. Look at that. This little bubble crazy thing. It just always pops up, and it's so much more noticeable in pictures than it is when I look in the camera. When I look in a mirror or anything. I need to see what that's all about. I may need to get it taken off. And then I'm going to go right down the sides of my nose. And I have found that when I contour my nose, less is more. With this makeup, that is key. Less is more. But if I don't contour crazy lines, I don't have a lot to blend out. and it'll just blend right in. And you can kind of see that, but I mean, to be honest, this contour is not super dark, and it'll blend in with my freckling. My freckling. That's the word, right? So my contour's done. And I've kind of just poked around as I've done it and talked, but it really doesn't take long to do a big swap here, swap here, swap here, and go under your jawline. It's not a long process. Now I'm going to go in with my, I think I'm going to use my brightening highlight next, which I usually don't do, but I'm going to go out of order just to spice things up, because I'm spicy. I'm going to go in with the color Sunlit. This bright yellow, beautiful color, perfect for covering up those dark circles under your eyes. If you want to do some color correcting, we'll do that too, but this Sunlit will take some of your darker blue, purpley tones, but we also have color Mango that does really good for color correcting. But lots of times you don't have to do color correcting because there's already color correctors that are built in. I am spicy. I should have been Latin. Be real spicy. But I'm just going to, now I'm flipping over, and I'm going to go to the smaller end of this buff brush, and I'm going to just ever so lightly tap into it, because again, the pigment, these are creams, you don't need a lot, and I'm just going to kind of stamp it, and then whatever's left, I'm going to drag it in an upward motion to kind of give a facelift here. Pretend like I don't have droopy, saggy eyes because I'm middle-aged. Middle-aged, I mean, what is middle-aged? It's all up here, right? If that's the case, I would be like 12. My body's like, no, girlfriend, you are like 90. But my mind doesn't feel 90, except when I forget everything. So now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to brighten just right down the center of my face. I'll do right in between my eyebrows, because I have some now. I drew them on. And I'm going to go right down the center of my nose. It is just a number. It is just a number. Just try to separate that out to make my nose be all skinny. I got a nice sized little schnauzer. But that's okay. Now see, it's looking kind of scary, right? Yeah, don't look that great. We're going to fix it. We're going to get there. I think I am going to do a little bit of color correcting with this color Mango. The Magic in Mango. This is great for some of the discolorations that you have. A lot of people that have melasma, they can use this. Sometimes you can use a darker brown color because you want to kind of match the color of it. And I'm just going to tap over a few of these places. I have a red spot somewhere. I know I saw it earlier. Let me get my mirror. Yeah, it's there. Can't see it on my camera. But again, if I need to go back over it again and color correct at the end, I can. But right now, I'm just going to barely tap over some of these little age spots, sun spots, liver spots, whatever you want to call them. Just to try to make it not as noticeable. Look at that. It's so good. It does so good. And now we're going to go in with the color Sandy. So I'm flipping back over. You know what? There's probably a little bit of my contour on here. I don't even care. It'll all blend together and look good. So I'm going to leave it just like it is. I'm going to dip in to my color Sandy. We're going to see how this looks. I have self-tan, so we're going to see if this is the right color. But if it's not, we can make it work. That's the beauty of this makeup. The longer it sits on your face, it will oxidize. And I'm just barely tapping into this. Barely. It'll oxidize, and then it'll just take on a second skin. It don't set. And on these pores, I mean, guys, I was blessed. I was blessed with the best around here. I got it all. You name it. And but my skin's really improved. Been trying to drink more water. I've been making sure that I use skincare religiously. which I never did before. Kick myself in the pants for it now, but so the way of the world, right? If I could go back and tell my younger self a few things, skincare would be one of them. And stay away from fireworks. That'd probably be another. Okay. And stay away from that guy at the gas station that told you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe. There probably is those guys at the gas station. All right. So I pretty much got it everywhere. My face is covered. Sorry, I can't see. It's hard to see over the comments. Gotta watch in. We'll get that guy. Yeah. So now it's covered. And right, it doesn't necessarily look like my right color. It just doesn't. I mean, it's a little bit off, but we're going to blend it all together, and then we'll see what happens. So now I'm going to go. I could use this to blend, and a lot of people do. It's just not my favorite. So I'm not going to use it, because I'm going to use what my favorite is, which is the blush and bronzer. This is for the blush, and this is for the bronzer, but you can also use this for powder. You can use this for blending. You can use this for applying and for blending as well. And I love this. I love this. I use it all the time. So now I'm going to go in, and I always pick my lighter shades first, and I will just start. See, the skincare is important. I wish, you know, and my mom, she had pretty skin. She didn't wear tons of makeup, and she had really pretty skin, but you know, she probably didn't lay out in the sun like a dum-dum like I did and act a fool about it and took better care of hers. But I don't know. I wished I would have done better. And it's not really that I didn't have people telling me. It's just that I thought I knew it all. I didn't want, you know, I was like, whatever, I'm not going to put on some SPF. Whatever. Whatever, old person. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just kidding. I wasn't that blatant, but it might as well be because I didn't do it. And I know I was told to do it. I got sun poisoning when I was in high school. I think I was maybe a junior or senior. And I tell you right now, I look like Ronald McDonald. My face from here to here was red. It was one big blister. It was disgusting. I could, and you know, I'm a laugher. I laugh at the most inopportune, inappropriate, where I shouldn't be. I'm a laugher. I laugh at everything. Every situation I can find something funny in. I'm just going through and blending this. And when I had my lips like that, it was all I could do, because every time I laughed, which was often, they would crack and bleed. It's miserable. It was a horrible time in my life. Make sure you blend your neck. Oh, I love that. That sunlit is so pretty. It is such an appropriate name too, because that sunlit, it really does look like the sun. I mean, I feel like it just brings that, it just looks like there's a light inside. It's like trying to shine through. It is just so pretty. And it's pretty right now, especially because my ring light's on it. But if I'm outside, I got it set on natural light too. But if I'm outside in the sun, it still has that. Like my makeup, no joke. Sometimes I slap it on and it looks good. It looks good all the time. But if I really play with it and put it on good and stuff, I amaze myself, because it looks so much better in the mirror or outside than it even does in my cell phone camera or anything else. Sometimes I get frustrated because I feel like my makeup doesn't, the pictures that I try to take don't do it justice. Because I'll be like, man, my makeup looks great today. And then I'll take a picture and I'm like, it's probably me. I'm the one that don't take good pictures, ain't the makeup. Okay. So if you can go ahead and look, and so how it kind of, all of our makeup has a little bit of a yellow undertone. So that's why we have to know what skin tone you have too, but some of it's made to work with more yellow or more cool. So some of our colors, if you're yellow skin, we would say, okay, let's steer you over to this direction. So it's a color science behind it. It's amazing how smart these people are that go in and create all this stuff. But that's why I'm just selling it, and I don't create it. But when you first put it on, it usually has a yellow cast. Oh, I laid out with baby oil too on my whole body. Like that's what I bought. And my mom, I was like, hey, give me some baby oil when you go out. We would fry like chickens out there. But yeah, so it's all kind of got a yellow base to it, but it will start absorbing into your skin and take on that second skin, and then it will, like I said, it kind of oxidizes some, but working with your skin, then it ends up turning into the perfect color that you need. Yes, yeah, exactly. I didn't, thank you, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I did not have skin cancer, but I've known people that did, and I've known some people that had it that didn't even lay out religiously, that were, you know, always SPF'd. But I've known a lot. And again, you have these spots. You can't see them now because I covered most of them up, but you have those things that show up too. You know, you'll pay for it in some way or the other. Or sometimes I look in the mirror and I think, I look 95 years old today. And I feel it. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to illuminate. I'm going to bronze and illuminate, kind of. But here's my bronzer. This is the Bella bronzer, and this is the Glow Illuminator. This is a very kind of a dark, see how that is? It's got just a smidgen of shimmer to it because it's an illuminator. But I like to mix them together, and it kind of gives me a little bit more of a bronzy glow. This Bella bronzer is cream, and I'll just kind of, even though it's a big old fluffy brush and it's cream, I'll dust it. I call it dusting because I just kind of tickle my face all over where the sun would naturally kiss me. And there's some times where I put it on and I'll have a big old stamp mark. It don't matter. It blends right out. Sometimes I'll pick up too much product, and that happens. But this is great. You can even use this before you put on your makeup, or you can use this by itself if you just wanted to kind of bronze yourself up. I feel like this is a staple. If there was one thing somebody said, what does somebody need? I would say, get the Bella bronzer and get the bundle and get this brush. I would say, get this Bella bronzer and this brush, and that's the bundle I would say to get if you didn't get anything else, because it's so pretty and it layers so well over all makeups, and there's not a lot of color to it. It is sheer, but just enough warmth to where you don't look like your Casper's cousin. But if you want to be Casper's cousin, I'm here for it. We need all kinds. Okay. There we are. And so now, real quick, because I'm going to do eyes last, I'm going to go in with my illuminator that I absolutely love, and it's called Honey. So pretty. So pretty. I like Pearl for more fair skin and Honey for a little bit darker skin, but I'll use Pearl on mine too. But if I was picking some, but now the rose gold with the perfume, that's one of my favorites as well. I just feel like that's something that's so versatile because you can use it so many ways, and it's a perfume. But not everybody likes a perfume on their face. But I'm just going to touch with my finger that Honey, and I'm going to just pop it right. And see, look at these smile lines. See how much I smile? It won't crease. It won't settle in it. It will just become one with those smile lines. I do have, this is the Dolce. That's the Dolce. Is that one of your favorites? I like it pretty good. I find myself, if I was picking between the two, I would probably do the rose gold. But I will tell you, I think that Dolce and the Bella bronzer would be really pretty together. I might try that. Have you tried that? That might be a good idea to try. This is the Dolce that Carrie just asked about. That's that color. And these are creams, and so they're very subtle. They're not in your face, which is what I love about it. Yeah, I think the Dolce may have been, I don't know if it's still even available. It might have been a limited edition. But, there we go. I hit all the highs except for the blush. This is a lip and cheek. And y'all, look at these crazy colors. Crazy. And this is called Baby Watermelon. And it's so pretty. I had a makeup party last Sunday, my first makeup party, and it went good. Everybody looked beautiful. I mean, everybody. Every time I put makeup on somebody, even I was blown away. I was like, God, the makeup does all the work. You know, all you have to do is just kind of swirl your arm. And I did so many faces. This makeup party, y'all, lasted 5 hours. 5 hours. And everybody wanted to have their makeup done. And I was so excited because it was great practice for me. But do you know that here I am just doing everybody's face? And I think somebody made the comment, I bet your arm fell off. And I thought, you know, my arm never once did my feet hurt because I had on shoes that wasn't broke in. After about the 3.5 hour mark, I kicked them off. But my arm never got tired. These brushes and these creams are so blendable. It's amazing. I mean, it just does good. And if you try a color and you think to yourself, I'd like to have a little bit, I would always go shade up, buy you another darker shade, and you will be surprised at what just a smidgen more color will do for you. I feel like everybody goes a little bit light, and I do too. I think that's typical. Foundation, typically you always want to go lighter, but you'll be amazed if you put a little bit more color in your face, how much more you will love the makeup, how much more it will cover. And then if you worry about your face being a little bit darker and your neck's lighter, do like I do, bronze it. And then also, if it's stark difference, you can always use a little bit one of your lighter shades right kind of along your jawline, mix it together. Just blend it like this, and then it will gradually go into it, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. I wear a lot darker than I ever did, but I love my makeup more now than I ever did. So here's the Baby Watermelon. I'm going to just barely tap into it. And then I'm just going to pop it right above where I contoured. I contoured probably a little bit lower than what I normally do, but again, there's really no right or wrong way. You can just, whatever works, and it kind of all blends together whenever you put it all on. I might even put a little bit more. Oh, this side's got more. And this big fluffy side is so good for blending. All right, let's do our lips right quick, and then we're going to move on to the eyeballs. What lips? Oh, my cousin sells pharmacy. And so I have a lot of pharmacy too. I like pharmacy. It's a good brand. It's a good clean brand. This is the color Candy. It's going to be a matte liquid lipstick. Kind of a peachy-ish color. Is that not so pretty? Look at that. And did you see how crazy, have you had that, Tanya? I can't remember what colors you got. But that is crazy on, in the tint, like everything else. You can't go by it. That's the greatest thing about the videos, is you can see what it really looks like. Now, if you put it on serious business, it can come off that pink. But if you barely tap into it, that's why these tins last forever. I mean, your makeup will last for 4 months to a year, depending on how much you use it and stuff. And your lip and cheeks, I think they would last well over a year. You'd have a couple and just barely tap into them. So this is a peachy color. But I'm going to go back in a minute. I'm going to layer a little bit more with it. So I'm going to go with the color Petal. Look how pretty that is. It is a very sheer pink. It is pretty on the cheeks too. You know what? It's so pretty on the cheeks. We may just put a little bit on the cheeks. We'll layer that too. Right here, especially on the apple, and blend it back. It is a gloss and just has a nice little soft, I'm talking baby pink. It's called baby, this is called petal, but that other color, Tanya, is baby watermelon. And this right here will give you a little bit of glow. I'm telling you, I just love this glow. Glow, I don't know. I feel like glow is just youthful. So this is the color petal. I'm going to put it on my lips. And it is going to make them pop just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with my City. My City lips. I don't know if anybody's ever bought City lips. They have the lip plumper, they have the clear, and they have the matte colors. I don't know what my other one is, but I really like it too. And when I put this gloss on, no joke, and they run specials here and there, but my lips, they stay hydrated. Like, this is a gloss that stays on. Even when I get through eating, I can still feel it on my lips. I don't feel it like it really does a gem up job of plumping. I can feel just a little bit, because I thought I need it for these smoker lines that I have, I guess from using a straw, but I wanted to really fill my stuff up, and it fill my lips up, but it really didn't. All right, let me blot so it won't be on my teeth. Now let's work on the eyeballs. Now to the fun stuff. Again, this is the colors we're going to be using. For sure, Bird, and this is a very neutral brown. It may even be a little bit more on the warm side, but it's a great neutral to start in your crease. To me, you always want some kind of transition color to start to build on. Makes your other eyeshadows adhere better and show up better and blend better. So this is Bird, and this is the color, dang, I think it's Coal. And then here is the color Duke, and here is the color Denim. And I'm going to show y'all a trick about this. Let me show y'all a trick real quick. I need to do a reel. I'm going to do a reel on this, because if you look at my makeup, you will see I cut these dragon nails because they kept digging in everything. But you look here and you're trying to get it out and you need something. If you will keep one of these little tins, again, there's a thought process behind all of it. You can really pop it in. Watch me pop it out on the floor. But you can just get it in a little gap, because the lip of it is just enough to where this right here won't get into your product. So this little lip, like this one right here, is closer together. So I'm going to pop this one out. So you can just slide it right in there, and then just lift it, and it'll pop right out. And then you can get it. And it's also magnetic, so it's, I mean, if you just wanted to keep one hanging around with you, you can just, keep it on the front of your tin, and it would stick there, like if you had it, whatever, wherever you put it. But it's handy to keep one. I keep one out lots of times because I keep digging my fingers in it like a numb nut. Okay. Back to the show, peoples. Let's do these colors. So we're going to go in with the first color, Bird. I'm using the eyeshadow brush. Phenomenal. Fluffy end. Got a pencil tip in. This is a little more dense. This is way fluffy. So I'm just dipping it in there. And then I'm going to tap, tap. And I'm just putting it in my crease. Kind of haphazard, kind of sloppy. Because it don't matter. I'm building on top of this. But what's pretty about it is it will sometimes peek through. Like if you put other things lower, it'll kind of peek through a little bit. So see, right there is a very pretty eye look that you could, if you didn't want to do anything else, this would be pretty. You could put you on a little bit of liner, and that's all you got to do. Hey, Amanda! That's all you got to do. We're doing eyeshadows, Amanda. Are you just joining us? I'm going to use these crazy colors right here. But again, this bird is so neutral and so pretty. It would look good on blues, greens, grays, hazels, browns. It will look good on all colors. I'm also going to dip over, or use the other end, flip over, and I'm going to dip back into bird, and I'm just going to go up under my eye. And this will pull the look. Oh, the track. How did the track make go? Did y'all do good? And this again is the color bird. And this right here is just a softer way, so you don't have to put liner. I still do liner sometimes. I may do liner over it. I don't know. Okay. Now we're fixing to do something here. So I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is denim. Oh. Well, you need lessons too. And then I'm just going to kind of barely start stamping it on the outer V area of my eye. We may be bringing the 80s back, babies. Bring them 80s back. I might be singing me some Salt and Pepper in a minute. Y'all got some requests? We saw Salt and Pepper in concert not too long ago. And New Kids on the Block. And it was just as good as what you would think it would be back in the day. And Deborah Gibson and Tiffany. Let me tell y'all something about Tiffany. Tiffany had on her short skirt. I mean, girlfriend was showing them legs. So since I've used this color, this crazy blue, what I'm going to do now is I've got this brush tile, which is awesome. You can use it for any eyeshadows, not just ours. So this is something that would be really handy if you didn't even want to use our eyeshadows just to have. It's great because I'm going to use this right here so that when I start blending, I'm not going to keep blending that I don't want to add any more. So I'm going to dust this right on my brush tile here. And I'm going to get all this color off so that when I start using it, it's a clean brush. I don't have to change brushes. I don't have to do anything else going from crazy colors. And I'm just going to kind of blend it. And I know that looks crazy blue right here. It's beautiful. They should have named it Sapphire. They didn't ask me. They didn't care about this in opinion. It's called denim, but that's pretty too. And see, if I get a little messy right here, I'll clean that right up too. Oh, and my friend Heather, she's like, I want to see you do a smoky eye. This will be, Heather, if you end up watching this on replay, I don't think you're on here, I don't know. But if you are, then this will be your smoky eye. So I'm just taking this right here and I am just sweeping it. If I wanted to put more product, look at that. It'll give you a sharp line. Clean it right up. Instant eye lift. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this ice blue color, Duke. So regal and royal. I'm gonna use my fingers for this. Imagine my shirt. And I'm just gonna pop it right here. Who says baby blue eyes can't wear blues? Thank you, Carrie. It's a little different, isn't it? I actually played with it one day last week, and I was like, dang. I really liked it. And it didn't look crazy in blue. All right, now I'm going to get my brush back to the fluffy side, and I'm just blending all together. Oh, thank you, Jess. It's a little crazy for me because I don't do these kind of wild colors at all. I stick to the neutrals. I'm gonna be honest, I wear some makeup, but I'm as much as I love it and stuff and love it on other people, I don't experiment much at all. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the color Coal. This is like a it's also almost like a charcoal color. It's not black, and it's not a brown. It's like a black brown gray all mixed in. I'm going in with a pencil end, and I'm just going to add a little bit of dimension and depth. And then I'm going to go up just a little bit here, and I'm going to make it just darker in this outer corner. Again, I'm not really being too precise because I'm going to blend it together. I'm not a good precise person. And I'll be honest, it's kind of hard in my camera to see what I'm doing. I probably should have another, I got a mirror right here. Dang, you girls got some blue eyes. And I'm talking about the eyeshadows, not my blue. And then I'm actually going to go in right along this part, and I'm going to smudge it right along my lash line, and then I'm going to carry it just a little bit on the outside here. Nothing dramatic, nothing fancy. But I just thought, golly, I have these colors because I bought them because they were beautiful with really no intention of ever using them. But this would be really pretty going out, you know, date night. Date night to the Walmart, and then to the Pig, over to the Pig to get some groceries. So is that y'all's date nights too? Our date night tonight, we went over to see my cousins. Me and Mike's both, we're married. I'm married to my cousin, and I'm sorry, I'm married to Mike, but both of us are married to cousins that are married to each other. So we're double jointed. There we go, folks. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else. I probably could do a little bit. Okay. Y'all taught me into it. I'm going to go back and just do a little bit more under my eye, just to tie it together. And I'm going to clean this up on the outside. Where am I at? I'm going to just do a little bit more right here. And if I wanted to kind of make my eyes a little bit brighter. This is Alabama. You tell Logan that's legal in Alabama. I can marry my cousin. Our cousins are married is what I was trying to say. Ooh, a long day. Okay, so I'm just blending the rest of this out. Tell Logan not to worry about what's going on these channels. This ain't always PG. I'm going to use my Thrive Cosmetics. This is the color Stella. I think I would know it. I only look at it 100 times. And again, I've not cleaned this up, so nobody panic. But I'm going to get up close and personal. And I'm going to draw right on my waterline. And this will wake those tired eyes up. And I think instead of me using, I can do it up here. Look at that. So pretty. We'll do the brow bone. We'll do the inner corner here. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to put just a little bit more color on my brush, just a little. And then I'm going to clean this up. A lot of people will start with their eye makeup first, and that's phenomenal if you can do that. I, for one, cannot. I mess my eye makeup up when I do that. I just try to always tap off my brush when I'm using it so that I don't have a lot of excess fallout. Which one that I'm using? The color? I'm sorry, Jessica, I just now saw the comment. Is it the brush? The eyeshadow brush? Or the buff brush? Look at there. I'm ready for the date. Guess what? It ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be bedtime. I need my sponge. My perfector sponge. Oh. Thank you, Carrie. It is crazy, isn't it? And I'll be honest, it makes sure, even with my blue eyes, I like it. Yes, it is. This is the Brilliant Eye Brightener, and it's by Thrive Cosmetics. I love it. I love it. You know what? I don't know how many. I'm probably going to be in trouble for if it falls off. I hope it don't, but look how much of that's left. And I have had this for years. Probably 2 years, 2.5 years. I use this from Thrive, which is the mascara, the liquid lash extensions. Love. It's my favorite. I like the pharmacy stuff too, but this right here, bomb diggity. And then here is the loose powder. And you know what? Let me use that. I'm gonna go in, and any makeup tip, I feel like any makeup that you use, always go in with a damp sponge. Again, this is damp, cool to touch. You cannot feel a trace of moisture in it. If it has too much water, it will pick up your product. It will pick up extra product. You want it to only pick up the excess that you have sitting on your face. I hope I haven't missed comments because I end up rambling, and if I did, I'll go back and look and make sure that I ask. I have found here lately that when I come back to my videos, I'll be like, oh, sometimes I don't realize somebody's even on there or somebody even asked something, and I'll try to respond back then. But yes, I am using the Pharmacy Candy with a lip gloss over it, but I love Candy. It's a good one. You know, I just didn't, I'll be honest, I didn't think I liked it when the first time I tried it, but I really do. So now that I've went through and I've just made sure on my face, it's not sticky. If it's sticky, you have too much product on. If you see texture, if you see, no, your skin may not be perfect. And just putting on makeup's not gonna make your skin perfect. You really need to try to work on your skin too. Hydration, moisturize, good skincare regimen, all those things will also help your makeup apply better. But I don't have the best skin even with me doing that stuff, but the makeup does make my skin better. So it is an enhancer. It will enhance your beauty. And so I feel like, you know, if you struggle with some things, let me know, and we can work some. I mean, this cream is like magic. You'll be surprised what it can do for you. Won't do cosmetic surgery, but it'll do close. I'm going to go in. I just dipped my sponge into my powder, just where I'm going to get oily in my T-zone. in just a few areas that I want to set. I'll be honest, I don't do a whole lot of setting much anymore. If I think I'm going to be out and about and hot, I might do it, but I really don't. And then my final step before I do my mascara is I will spray my Beauty Perfector sponge. Almost said beauty blender. Whoopsie. That's a faux pas when you sell Seint. These are only $14 and the beauty blender is like $22. And this is hands down 5 times the sponge that one is. I have used 7 or 8 makeup sponges, and this is by far the best. But I always set. I always go back and set. Now you can spray on your face if you wanted to too. You just spray. It smells like coconut. Our brush cleaner smells like cotton candy, and our setting spray smells like coconut. But now the rest of our stuff doesn't have scents except for our illuminators that have the perfumes in them. Not all illuminators do, but we have the rose gold ones that you can get this perfumed or plain. And but our cream makeups and stuff, they don't have scents. I wish they did. Like, I wish the baby watermelon smelled like baby watermelon. Nah, they don't have scent. All right, fellas. The last, but certainly not least, we're going to put this liquid lash extensions in. I don't think it's even got a color. I don't know if it even gives you an option to color. I just saw somebody use it and was like, click to buy, done. I had to have it. All right. You can come in here. Oh, hey, Bubby.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm on my live.
Oh,
What you doing?
I'm getting off work.
How was work?
Good about kill my Jeep.
Well, hang on a second. I'm almost done, and then I'll come in there, okay?
Okay.
Love you. All right. So we see my eyes before. You remember take a screenshot? I'm kidding. But y'all, I should have curled my lashes too, but I didn't. Doesn't that brush cleaner sound? Oh, it is so good. It is like a vanilla cotton candy cupcake. I mean, and like when I use it and I clean my brushes, then my brushes smell good for like the next couple of days. Now, not everybody likes it. It's kind of, I mean, to some people it may be a bit much, but oh my goodness, I could like, don't do that at home. Kids don't do that at home. But it does smell amazeballs. You know, I should have went in with our Black Friday liner and lined my eyes. But I think I'm already out there on a limb with this. And I'm usually a one coater. I don't typically go in and do a bunch of coats, but I see some people that can spend 30 minutes doing a mascara. But I just try to separate them out, fan them out, and good to go. Listen, Jessica, I know. I did the same thing. It is so good. It is so worth it. And if you want to try this, come over here. Bring my best friend with you when you come. My best friends, because Hadley will be my best friend when she gets old enough. But come over and try it. When you ain't got makeup on or mascara on, come over here and just try it on, see if you like it before you buy it. But yeah, see, look. And I'll tell you, when you, it don't just rub off. Like it will the end of the night, or if you are rubbing your eyes hard and stuff. But like with other mascara that runs and stuff, it don't, because this has got these liquid fiber extensions that almost create these little tubes over your eyelashes. So you really need a good cleanser to take it off. And y'all have got a good one. I've got the pharmacy that you have that you shake up. It is a tube mascara. When you thank you, Liz. When you shake it up, it's got the oil and the solution that mixes together or whatever it is, and it cleans off so good. That's a pharmacy I can't think of what that is. What it's called, but it's just it takes your makeup off, a makeup cleaner. And what are those called? God, I'm having a brain fart. What's it called? Makeup remover. I'm sorry. I was crazy over here. Can't get my words out. But yeah, it's a makeup remover, and it is so good. And so I use that first before I even get in the shower, because I feel like when I get in the shower and I start using all my stuff, I will I don't get it all off. Even when I'm scrubbing my eyes, I have these little sponges that I get from Head Candy. Yeah, that makeup remover is good. I will go in and then I will scrub, and it comes off, and it keeps coming off in the shower, and then I get out and it's still on there. I know, I'm insane. I'm a nut. I'm sorry. I do not smoke weed, people. That was a joke. Kinda. I'm just kidding. I know. Actually, I have never not even touched a drug in my whole life. Thank you, Lord. I went to the Lord and my mama. She taught me well. But anyway, so yeah, so I ended up, I don't get in the shower without taking it off with a makeup remover, because it ends up, going all in the shower. But it is crazy because it just comes off in almost little tubes too. But it doesn't run or anything. So I love it. Oh, good for you. Yay. All right, fellas. I don't even know how long it's been. It's probably been a while. 56 minutes. Y'all are so good. Y'all are so good to me. Yet again, I have just drug y'all down the path of craziness. Just say no. Keep off grass. But yeah, so anyway, if you're interested, you want some of the makeup and stuff, look at these blues. Look at these blues. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that I'm wearing these two crazy color blues? Raquel, what are you doing? Where you been? That's my preacher's wife. She probably wants to know how much drugs I've been smoking. She gonna think I need to be at the altar on Sunday. I do need to be at the altar. I need to be at the altar every Sunday. It is glowing, isn't it? This makeup, I feel like it just makes you glow. It really does. It is such a pretty lit within makeup. But anyway, fellas, it's been fun. It's been another Friday night that I have just completely enjoyed it, and I'm loving the interaction that I got tonight. It makes it fun, and I'm hoping y'all enjoy it too. So anyway, I will see y'all next Friday night. All right? Yes, Raquel, it was a joke. I have never tried weed. Does meth, does that count as a drug? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get off here before I dig myself in a... Raquel, it's blues. Look, these are the colors that I put on. These are the colors. These 4. This right here's on my lid. This icy blue is called Duke, and that's denim, and that's bird and coal. Isn't that crazy? Yay. All right, fellas, I'm outie. Peace.